Welcome to another episode of Talent Talks. We talk the talk so our candidates can walk the walk. We are here to unravel the journey of recruitment lifecycle from applying to a job to getting a job offer and making it more clearer and easier for our candidates to understand this process. Today, we have a very interesting topic in store for you. Resumes are your first step to a job application process. This simple document plays such an important role in the entire process that it can make or break your chances of getting your dream job. Why is it so important and how can you use it for your advantage? Let us find out from our experts today. Let me introduce our esteemed guest today who tirelessly helps candidates in securing their dream jobs every day. Let us say a quick hello to Raj, a true powerhouse in the world of recruitment. With over 6 years of dedicated experience, Raj has become a leader in global service delivery at Rangam. Raj isn't just any staffing professional, he's known for taking on the toughest challenges and earning a reputation for him to be a best in the business. Starting as a trainee himself, he has uh, progressed on his journey to mentorship. And this is a story of his dedication and unmatched skills. What sets Raj apart isn't his knack for taking on toughest requirements and matching candidates to the right jobs. It is his passion for nurturing talent. Raj doesn't just succeed himself, but he believes in actively mentoring new recruiters, sharing his wisdom and insights, and guiding them to reach their full potential. Raj, do you want to say a quick hello to our guests?
Hello, everyone, and thank you, Sudeep, for the brief introduction. And I'm glad I'm here to share the information. And I would love if this could help people to land on their dream job or the job they are trying to get into.
Let me introduce Rajesh Rathore, a true master in the art of resume crafting and your ultimate guide to securing your dream job, whether it's life sciences, healthcare, or pharmaceutical domain. With a wealth of experience in staffing industry, Rajesh currently shines as a recruitment manager at Rangam. Whether you're a seasoned professional or just starting your career in the recruitment in the professional world, Rajesh is your go-to expert to help you and guide you throughout the process. Starting as a recruiter himself to being a recruitment manager, Rajesh has developed his skills in understanding what it takes to stand out and create a resume that catches the eye of the hiring managers. He has done so by interacting with hundreds of professionals and helping them progress in their careers. Rajesh, do you want to say a quick hello to our audience?
Hello, Sudeep. Hello, everyone. Thank you for having me.
Let's jump right into today's topic. We want to talk about resumes. Why are they so important? And how can you create a winning resumes? So, Rajesh, let's kick this off by me asking you the first question. Why do you think are resumes so important? Why they play such a vital role in any application process?
So I will say resume is a first impression of a candidate in the job market. From resume, we can get quick overview of the candidate's qualification, skills, work experience, including education, background, and certifications. Resume is a documented record of the candidate's professional history, and it provides past roles, responsibilities, and achievements. While resumes primarily focus on hard skills and qualification, but they also provide the clues of about the candidates, soft skills such as communication, teamwork, and leadership qualities, and through the information they have presented in the resume, uh, that we can judge like a candidate.
Right. Right. And I feel resumes are like resumes represent the brand of the candidate. They usually talk about what the candidate is most proud of, and what the candidate is most confident of. And that helps not only the hiring managers in selecting the right people to meet and have a conversation in form of interview, but that also helps the recruiters to select the right candidates and forward them the most relevant jobs. And that brings me to my next question. What are those points which resume should definitely include? How can candidates use this to their advantage?
Yeah, that's a very interesting question. Because most of the job seekers, they are not aware about what to put in the resume, what is must have, what is something that needs to be there. So according to the research on ladder.com, I was reading through one of the articles, and it says hiring manager or recruiter, they spend 6 to 10 seconds reviewing the resume to make they're fit or not when it comes to a highly competitive jobs where they have bunch of resume. So in order to stand out among the top, in order to be a qualified candidate, you need to communicate what you accomplished. So it does not only have to be your accomplishment, but it has to be quantifiable achievements or uh, what you have accomplished. So you need to first of all have a professional summary, which clearly talk about you or yourself, that why you are qualified for the specific job. Consider your job summary as a tagline of. I always refer as a or use this analogy as a tagline. As often advertisement or this marketing agency uses to catches the for certain customers. So create some summary which catches the uh, these recruiters or hiring managers for the particular job, and it's very important. It's well crafted. Avoid uh, any grammatical mistake, and it should be in chronological order. Always try to be specific, not exaggerating or keeping it simple. Depends upon your professional background and experience. Keep it in a certain number of words, and always try to make it more tailor or summarize to the specific job that you're applying. So it really stand out, and these are some of the important factors that I think should be definitely include and uh, should be highlighted when you are creating specific resume.
Great. So I think there are two interesting points that you brought out here. One is about recruiters or hiring managers spending less than 6 to 10 seconds. That is really interesting. The resume has just 6 to 10 seconds to catch the attention of recruiters and hiring managers. So that brings me to your next point, which was about quantifiable achievements. It is, I think it is very important to, make sure that right, information is mentioned right on top, and it's not cluttered between points which might not be relevant to that role. And because of that, what you talked about becomes very important about research, doing your own research while applying for the job. Um, understanding what is the need of the role, and why is that role open, what is the team trying to accomplish using with that role. So thank you so much for sharing that. Would you suggest there are any points that candidates should avoid during preparation of resumes?
So I will say, like candidate should not include the irrelevant information such as hobbies, like personal interest, or her, like unrelated work history. And also like not to be included such things like marital status, religious. This is like the information is not required in the resume part, and we can say like not to put inaccurate information in the resume part. And
Okay.
suppose like if the candidate is, I will give the example, like if the candidate is having the bachelor's degree, then they have to put like bachelor degree. Like if the candidate is not having the bachelor degree, they are pursuing the degree. So they have to like just put the high school diploma or associate degree, because like if the at the time of background check, and they will reject it at that time. And sometimes like the client is blacklisting also the candidates. So we should like put the accurate information in the resume part, not to put like irrelevant things in the resume part. Just
Mhm.
be genuine. That's it.
Right. Right. Okay. Great. So, being authentic is very important in the resume. Upon once the resume is sent to the client, there are multiple rounds of scrutiny that happens, not only at the recruiter level, but also at the client level, where hiring managers schedule the interview. Before the hiring managers, there are others who review the resumes. If there is any inaccurate information that comes up during the interviews, or once you get an offer, if it comes up during employment verifications, education checks, background verifications, that has a risk. That is very useful. Um, and being honest is helps a lot of times. We've seen this, that if client is looking for a particular degree, and if a candidate does not have a degree but has sufficient experience, then client is okay for that as well. So being honest and authentic is the key. So Raj, this seems like a lot of work. How important is timing in this entire process, and how can candidates be quick about resume preparation, as well as why do they need to be quick?
Yeah, so timing is very crucial in this dynamic competitive environment. I have seen, when we post any job on, for example, any job board such as LinkedIn, Monster, so on. So within an hour or so, we receive, thousands of applications sometimes, and it's very difficult to identify the top matches because people quickly tend to apply. And for example, if there are thousands of resume for one job, if I receive top 10 resume in first uh, 20 or 30 batch, I'm not going to look at those rest of resume until I have more need. So timing is very important, and to have to qualify, to have a resume which is qualified, and at the same time you apply for the job in order to secure the job and go to the next stage. The point we discuss, it's going to be in the picture, right? So if you have a tailored resume, not only one, but let's say four, five, and you can apply quickly, your resume could get submitted, and down the line you can provide few more information and get your resume going. So it's always important the timing to land on any job in this dynamic, fast changing competitive market, I would say.
Right. So it's a speed game.
Yeah,
There are
that's
a lot of, right? So there are a lot of staffing companies that work with the client on same role. So there are multiple recruiters sharing so many candidates, and it is very important to therefore be ready with the resumes. There might be a few tweaks required based on the roles and the important aspects of the role, and the candidates should be available to update that information or share that information with the recruiters. Ultimately, the hiring manager is looking to interview 4 or 5 candidates, and if they get what they are looking for in the first 10 resume, if there are chances that even if the 20th or 25th resume is the best, it might not be looked at. So it is very important to submit resumes quickly. What has helped some of our candidates is to have resume handy on all their devices, be it mobile phones or laptops, so that because you never know when a recruiter might get a job that is best suited for you and might give you a call. So you can quickly share your resumes. Another important tip is to work closely with some recruiters whom you trust, identify the right recruiters for you, work with them, and discuss what kind of roles they're getting, and keep your resumes ready. Um, I hope this has been useful so far. Raj, my next question is, what are some of the tools that you can suggest to prepare the resume? Because candidates need to be quick.
so nowadays. There are so many tools which are useful, but at the same time, which is confusing and which is attractive, but might not help you because there are few companies who knows okay this resume created by so XYZ automated platform, so they don't tend to entertain those resume because it looks very good but unrealistic. So we need to avoid not avoid, but we need to be very careful when we are using such tools. And I always advise people to be simplicist, little keep it simple. Use basic tool to avoid grammatical mistakes or any font or any error. Use Grammarly, and ideally there is a inbuilt feature in Word and PDF which will help you to avoid or eliminate any mistakes and errors. And there's one tool I often advise people, which is quite helpful when you are creating your resume for a particular job you're applying. I know it's very time sensitive because when there is a job opening, you have to be quick to send your resume to get in a queue. But you can identify, okay, these are the top uh, 5 or 10 jobs. I'm going to create top 5 resume. So there's a tool called GlassGrid where you have to put the particular job description and your resume, and it will give you some percentage where it will show you the skills, how much the percentage of skill is matching to the job description, and it will really help you when there is an ATS who is reviewing thousands resume and rectifying the top best. And it also help you to tailor your resume based on what is seek what the hiring managers and the recruiter is seeking to fill the particular role or get your resume to the next step. Because consider yourself, let's say you have 20 years of experience, you know everything, but for a specific job, they don't need everything. They need a specific experience. So you can specify. Um, this is one of the solid tool I believe people should use. ClassQuick, and yeah, these are the basic which we can use to keep your resume more effective and at the same time relevance and simplicity.
So you mentioned a point that recruiters using applicant tracking systems to match the candidates or the resumes with their jobs. So the way Boolean logic works is is based on optimization of the search strings or the keywords that recruiters are putting. So when we say keep resumes prepared or ready, or like Raj mentioned, keep top five resumes ready. What that means is, highlighting the right words. You might have five to ten accomplishments, but which ones you want to highlight for which role, it becomes very important. And the way you want to mention your achievements is important. So that's interesting, Raj. I think this has been very helpful. I'm sure the candidates are going to benefit and from this conversation. Last but not the least, let me ask you, do you have any success stories to share where you might have helped a candidate and they might have benefited from your inputs in that might have helped in securing their dream jobs?
Yeah, I have many, but I'm going to share this one. Um, so there was one individual who graduated with masters in very good major during the period of COVID, and it was the time when market was getting open. They were still hiring, but we still had some buffer time of year or two where there was still challenge where this recent graduates were not able to land on a job. So I received his response in a resume from one of the job portal, and it was showing an employment gap for almost an year, and it was very difficult for him to explain because he was not landing on any job or not even cracking through any interview or shortlisting because of the employment gap. And so I helped him. Was first to create his resume since he was recent graduate, how he can create uh, specific or how he can craft a resume which is showing his achievements and his coursework during academia. And I also guided him when you have a specific employment gap, you can fill the gap with a specific reason and you can apply for a job. Because at the end, he or anyone is, there's a gap. It could be for a specific reason. It was not longer. And finally, he was landed on a job. There's a leading biotech where now he's working as a scientist. So now we are still in touch. So he always shares some uh, references. He always talk about how important to present yourself in a right way and how important to craft a strong resume, which is about telling your professional story effectively, helped him land on a job which he was struggling to find for almost a year and a half. So it is important, and I'm glad that it helped him.
Great. So you helped him not only create a good resume, you motivated him to be authentic on the resume. You helped him to highlight the right information on the resume, um, which helped him in secure, not only getting confidence, which he seemed to be lacking given the gap in his employment, but also securing the dream job where he's so successful right now that he has his own success story to share.
I remember one candidate I met in 2020. The name of the candidate was Navnita, and she was applying for the job and one of the pharmaceutical client. And I was serving that client since long. And she was saying like, no, I have just applied on this position several times, like more than 10 or 12 times, but I'm not getting the position or interview or shortlisting anything. But like I've just told her like, no, just give me one like try, and I will just submit your profile, and after that I will not call you if I'm not able to get the job, and just give me one try. So like I have just helped her to add few responsibilities which she actually having, and but she has not mentioned in the resume part. I've just done the conversation more than half or half an hour, and I have just learned what she's having, what the experience she's having, what the license is and certification. So all the information I have just collected, and according to that, I have just helped her to put this points, or to brief this points, or add responsibilities about the medical reviewing and all such thing. The title was the medical reviewer for the job, and she has updated the resume, and we have sent the resume, and client has shortlisted after 2 days, and after shortlisting on the spot we got an interview request for the candidate, and she went for the interview. She has done the great job in the interview, and after the interview we got quick response for that candidate. I remember that part. We got the response in less than 30 minutes for the candidate, and
Wow.
she was really happy, really happy. She was calling me up. Still, she's in my contact, and she's wishing me happy birthday and all that thing. And she's a great, I think so. And she was very happy after that. Even
This
I
has
was very
been
happy.
Of course, this has been like 4 years, more than that, since probably, this particular case. But it seems the way you expressed, it seemed like you remember it, like it just happened yesterday. So it's definitely a great feeling for any staffing professional when we are able to help any candidate, and that's the whole objective. That is what helps us to begin our day, each and every single day. So this is a great success story, and to all our viewers out there, my request and suggestion is work with your recruiters. Ask them questions about the resume, ask them for guidance on how they can create the best resume. And the objective for recruiters is to secure that placement for you, is to secure that dream job for you.